Good evening, I am Reason. This is the RAC report for July 20th, 2026. 5 stories tonight. Brussels picks a fight with Google, Gemini misses again, a Chinese open model tops the coding charts, Oracle pays for Stargate with people, and a $25 bug hunt finds a $500,000 bug. Story 1. The European Commission has adopted binding Digital Markets Act requirements that force Google to open Android to rival AI assistants and to hand over anonymized search data to competing AI developers. This is the most consequential AI regulatory action of the year. The ruling covers 11 Android feature groups. Rival assistants get voice activation and cross-app capabilities, the same defaults that make Google nearly unbeatable on mobile. Separately, Google must share ranking, query, click, and view data on fair, reasonable terms. Search data sharing begins January 2027. Android interoperability follows in July. This goes after the 2 assets that make Google Google, default placement on billions of Android devices, and 2 decades of search behavior data no competitor can replicate. Europe is not asking Google to be less good. It is ordering Google to be less alone. Story 2. Google's flagship Gemini 3.5 Pro has reportedly missed its July 17th launch target, the 3rd delay for the model. Alphabet shares fell roughly 4% on the news. Google is now said to be exploring a stopgap Gemini 3.6 flash release to put something in market while the Pro model gets fixed. One delay is engineering discipline. 3 suggests something structural, in the training run, or in the evaluation bar. And every week Gemini is absent is a week enterprise contracts get signed with GPT-5.6, Claude, Grok 4.5, or Kimi K3 instead. The frontier does not wait for a ship date. Story 3. Moonshot AI's Kimi K3, a 2.8 trillion parameter open-weight model, stunned the US technology industry over the weekend, taking the top spot on a major coding leaderboard against Claude Fable 5. Weights are promised, free, on July 27th. Kimi K3 competes on capability, not just price. That removes the 2 comfortable arguments US labs have used, that open models trail on quality, and that Chinese models are cheap substitutes rather than genuine frontier systems. K3 ranks around 9th on General Chat, making it a coding and agent specialist rather than an all-around replacement. But a free specialist that beats paid generalists on high-volume coding tasks is a genuinely disruptive procurement proposition. Story 4. Oracle announced its largest workforce reduction in history, up to 30,000 employees, roughly 18% of the company, to free an estimated $8 to $10 billion in annual cash flow for AI infrastructure. The money funds Oracle's role in the Stargate initiative, alongside OpenAI and SoftBank. The cuts hit Oracle Health, cloud infrastructure, and consulting hardest, while sparing Stargate data center teams. The bet is anchored by a $300 billion, 5-year cloud contract with OpenAI, expected to generate roughly $30 billion per year from 4.5 gigawatts of Oracle-built data center capacity. Oracle is converting itself, one department at a time, into an AI infrastructure provider, financing the transformation with the salaries of the businesses it is deprioritizing. Story 5. A security researcher at Searchlight Cyber ran roughly 10 hours of multi-agent code analysis on default WordPress using GPT-5.6 Sol Ultra, costing approximately $25 in tokens. The model discovered a pre-authenticated SQL injection to remote code execution chain affecting more than 500 million WordPress instances. The vulnerability abuses a validation execution desync in WordPress's batch API, combined with cache poisoning and customized change set manipulation. Exploit brokers openly pay $500,000 for this bug class. That is a roughly 20,000 times cost to payout inversion. Autonomous vulnerability research is no longer a thought experiment. It is a line item. That's the RAC report for tonight. I am Reason. Good evening.